Very good morning to you. My name's Chris and I live on Unst in the Shetland Islands. And today I'm just sorting out a bit of cable I picked up. Get those bits out of the way because I've already taken the wire out of those. I found this in the bin at the community centre, which is a Merry Christmas sign. So obviously I want to take that for the cable, get myself some nice copper. Taken off all the big zip ties, there's only the small ones left. But I think I'm going to cut the cable just here. See the button. Get that cable off to make the rest of it easier to deal with. Got a nice bit of cable there. If you can strip that later on. I've already got some of it done. I'm just doing little bits and pieces when the weather's not so good. It's actually okay today, a little bit breezy, but it's fine. Now all I've got to do with this is cut off all these little zip ties to free up the metal piece on the back. So I'll just do that. Right, that's all the zip ties off, and what you end up with, there's the back piece. It's just a bit of steel, so that'll go in the steel pile. And then you have this, which is the bit that lights up. And if you can see inside there, it's a piece of cable. Obviously it runs all the way through. Now that is really difficult to get out, so I'm just going to chuck that in with household cable and see if that passes. It's quite heavy with all that plastic on there, but I'll pass it off and see what if I can get away with that. Just chuck these into a pile over the back so they're out of the way. And then it's just a case of sorting through this. The easiest way to do that is I cut a little bit out of there. And just pull it through. And then you get all the earth wires. It's all bare bright, and then these I'll chuck through the wire stripper. So I shall just get on with that. So these white cables had been outside for a long time, and they're really brittle, so I'm going to have to cut each one of these separately. So I should do that and come back to you. What left to do is strip all this. Got a couple of nice big thick pieces in there. So I'm going to run all this through my stripping machine, and then we'll see how much we've got at the end. Good thing about the stripping machine is you can with bare bright you can over tighten it and it won't damage the wire. So I'll get on with that. Just got these last few bits to do. These are the larger pieces, and I'm done. I think it quite works with the first bit. You have to make little adjustments to the cutting wheel. There we go. Lovely Bear Brite. It's not the shiniest Bear Brite, some of this, but it was outside for quite a long time where I found it, so most of it's okay. And a lot of yards will let you get away with a little bit of discoloration on the Bear Brite. There we go. That's not the cleanest, but there we go. Let's move that out of the way. I'll just fold it over like that. It's easier to store when it's smaller. I have the Bear Brite, and that's a little bit from the electric cable from the Christmas sign. And we'll chuck them on the scales as always. Let's just adjust that a little bit. There we go. And 922 grams of copper. Or 32.5 ounces. I've got the joys of the community skip day on Saturday, and I've volunteered my services, which also means I'll be able to take some of the things that would be going in the skip home with me. Hopefully some more wire and some cable, things like that. You can get quite a bit of brass here because there's a lot of shipping going on, and brass is used quite a lot on boats. But we'll wait and see, and hopefully I can show you what I get from that. Thanks for watching, and keep scrapping.